Welcome back to Artos Hub. We dive into some of the most legendary names returning for 2026. Before we start, welcome to Artos Hub, the place where power, design, and pure automotive soul come together. If you love muscle cars, modern engineering, and iconic American performance, then this is the channel made for you. Now let's begin with the first beast of this lineup, the 2026 Plymouth Barracuda. The reborn Barracuda has returned with a mission to reclaim its throne as one of America's most feared street machines. The moment you look at it, you can feel that old-school DNA living inside a completely modern body. The sharp lines, the wide fenders, the aggressive stance, everything is built to tell you that the Barracuda is not here to play safe. It carries the attitude of the 70s, but sharpened with 2026 technology. Under the hood, the new Barracuda is packing a serious punch. The base version roars with a naturally aspirated V8 pushing insane horsepower, but it's the high-output version that truly shakes the road. This upgraded model delivers a monstrous level of torque and acceleration that pins you to your seat the moment you touch the throttle. Plymouth has clearly decided that the Barracuda must feel like a real muscle car, not just look like one. Inside the cabin, the Barracuda mixes vintage inspiration with modern comfort. The dashboard design hints at the original layout, but everything from the screens to the materials feels premium and futuristic. The seats hug you tightly, the steering feels weighted and responsive, and the driving position makes you feel like you're strapped inside a machine ready to leap forward at any moment. Even the sound system has been tuned to bring the engine note alive, turning every drive into an experience. On the roads, the Barracuda behaves like a wild animal that has been trained just enough to follow your commands. The steering is sharp, the suspension is firm but not backbreaking, and the handling has been engineered to match the power under the hood. This is not just a straight-line monster. It can dance through corners, grip in high-speed turns, and deliver confidence whether you calm cruise or unleash full power. But what truly sets the 2026 Barracuda apart is its personality. It doesn't try to be polite. It doesn't try to blend in. It is loud, bold, unapologetic, and proud of its heritage. This car exists for people who want the feeling of old-school American muscle but with the refinement and capability of a modern performance machine. Plymouth didn't just revive a name, they revived a legend. The 2026 Plymouth Barracuda is more than just a car. It's a statement, a reminder that muscle cars still have a place in the modern world, and when done right, they can be more exciting than ever. This is the return fans have been begging for, and it delivers everything you expect from a Barracuda and more. Number 2. The 2026 Plymouth Hemi Cuda returns as one of the most aggressive muscle cars of the modern era, built to honor its legendary reputation. From the moment you see it, the Hemi Cuda demands attention with its wide nose, deep hood scoop, and stance that sits low like it's ready to pounce. This car doesn't just bring back nostalgia, it brings back dominance. Plymouth built it to feel like a true Hemi machine, powerful, raw, and overflowing with attitude. Under the hood sits the heart of the beast, a massive new generation Hemi engine engineered for brutal acceleration. The moment you start it, the engine shakes through the cabin with that unmistakable Hemi rumble. It's a sound that muscle fans know instantly. The 2026 version pushes even more power than previous generations, delivering explosive torque from the second you touch the gas. This car was not made to idle quietly. It was made to growl, roar, and make its presence known wherever it goes. Inside, the Hemi Cuda keeps things driver-focused. The layout stays simple and clean, inspired by the original Cuda while fully upgraded for 2026. The seats hold you tight, the controls feel direct and heavy, and the gauge cluster gives you every bit of performance information you need when pushing the car to its limits. Technology is here, but it never overpowers the experience. Everything is designed to keep the driver connected to the machine, not separated by screens and electronics. Once the Hemi Cuda hits the road, you can feel instantly that this car was built for people who love real muscle. The throttle response is sharp, the steering is heavy and confident, and the rear wheels are always ready to release a thunderous burst of power. Plymouth improved the suspension to handle modern speed demands, but they made sure to keep the raw personality that fans expect. You don't just drive the Hemi Cuda. You wrestle with it, you command it, and when you get it right, it rewards you with a rush, unlike anything else. In corners, the Hemi Cuda grips harder than any version before it. The modern engineering helps it stay planted, even when you push through fast turns. But the real magic appears every time the road opens up, and you unleash the full force of the Hemi. The acceleration is violent, the sound is fierce, and the car feels alive in a way that few modern vehicles manage to deliver. It brings back the old-school thrill, the kind that muscle cars were built for. The 2026 Hemi Cuda is not just a remake. It is a rebirth of one of the most iconic names in American performance history. Plymouth built this machine with respect and purpose, making sure it could stand proudly next to its legendary ancestors. Every sound, every vibration, and every burst of power reminds you why the Hemi name still matters today. This car is loud, bold, and unforgettable, just as a Hemi Cuda should be. Number 3. The 2026 Plymouth Superbird returns as one of the most dramatic and recognizable performance cars ever created, built to revive a legend that once dominated the world of speed. From the second you see it, the long aerodynamic nose and tall rear wing make it clear that the Superbird was always designed for one thing: outrunning the competition. In 2026, Plymouth keeps that same identity alive while reshaping the car with sharper lines, more modern curves, and performance engineering that pushes it far beyond anything the original could have achieved. The front end stretches out low and bold, giving the 2026 Superbird a profile that slices through the air with purpose. You immediately notice the wind tunnel-inspired upgrades, the sculpted hood vents, and the way the fenders flare out with a muscle stance that feels both modern and classic. The legendary rear wing returns too, but with a redesigned structure to increase stability at high speeds. It's not just a design piece. It's functional, aggressive, and unmistakably Superbird. Under the hood, Plymouth fits the Superbird with an engine powerful enough to match its wild appearance. The power delivery is instant, loud, and forceful, reminding you that the Superbird legacy was built on outrunning everything else on the track. The 2026 version uses modern performance technology to create explosive acceleration, pushing the car forward with speed that feels endless and effortless. Every press of the throttle sends the car surging ahead, like it's chasing the finish line again and again. Inside, the 2026 Superbird blends vintage inspiration with modern precision. The seats are shaped for high-speed stability, gripping the driver in place during hard acceleration and fast turns. The dash design echoes the simplicity of the classic era, but adds digital clarity that makes the car easier to control at high performance levels. It's a cockpit designed for someone who wants more than comfort. It's for someone who craves the connection between machine, sound, and adrenaline. On the road, the Superbird delivers an experience that's unforgettable. The long nose gives you the feeling of driving a true aerodynamic weapon, and the rear wing provides real stability as the speed builds. The steering is tight and responsive, letting you place the car exactly where you want it. Plymouth engineered the suspension to remain stable even when the Superbird reaches the kind of speeds it was born to hit. Every turn feels smooth, every straight feels endless, and every moment behind the wheel reminds you that this car was born from racing heritage.